football. Welcome to Optus Stadium. Well, the heat here is unrelenting. Look at that steam coming off the ground. Spectators will really be able to stretch out on their seats. Not a big turnout for this game. For this match, I'm joined by a titan of the Richmond Football Club, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dan. Today is an exciting match.
Today's match between the Eagles and Sydney. The batters look great as the players get set to run through them. The Eagles lifted by the noise of the crowd as they make their way onto the ground. Umpire tosses the coin. Sydney kicking to the right of screen. Round one is like a great symbol of rebirth. It represents a newness and a chance to forget last season, with all teams undefeated.
It's huge. You win that first game of the season, you want the next game to come around straight away whilst you're running hot.
Waiting for the siren now. The first quarter officially started.
Turning the ball over in the middle of the ground opens up your defence, so both teams will be looking to move the ball forward cleanly and look for some easy options early.
Is in his possession. Gives it to Nui. The spilled ball is collected. Naismith goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Reed delusions of grandeur. Parky with the mighty fist kicks hurriedly. A magnificent kick right through the middle. The first goal for Sinclair. He's kicked the first goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Nui with a big fist on it. Puts boot to ball. Grabs the footy. Boyd pushes in the back like an old lady poking her umbrella at a wasp's nest. Slams it on the boot. Good mark by Jones. Gets boot to leather. Rampy enjoying a height advantage.
Rampy loves to take a screamer, and I think the coach won't mind him having a crack. But as he gets better and better, he'll provide real X-factor for his team. Sending it on its way, Kennedy takes the mark. He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball.
Chips it down towards half forward. McGovern claims the ball. McGovern sends one up towards the wing. Shuey takes the mark. He kicks quickly, stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Nui picks it. Nice mark under pressure. Vardy kicking to make it all square. What a huge goal by Vardy. That's his first. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Tapped by Nui. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle.
He hits it. Kennedy hits it. Jack with the kick. He taps the ball. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle. Nui dishes it off to the running man. Naismith intercepts it. A great mark under pressure.
Shuey boots it. Over the top of the pack. Here's a long kick. Gaff claims it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Cripps gets the upper hand.
Cripps is creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel.
My ball, says the umpire. Vardy got a fist on it. Kennedy taps. He controls the bouncing ball. The ball is slammed towards goal by Kennedy. The Eagles with only a one-goal lead. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Claimed by Vardy. Dowling taps it. Scoops up the ball. Naismith off for the Swans.
Vardy. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head. so he can make the right decisions more often. Kennedy boots it. He could not have kicked that any better.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Palms it down nicely. Darling sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Going for goal number 2. He holds his breath. Vardy scoring from a long bomb. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Tapped by Sinclair. Franklin picks up the bouncing ball. Has it now. Redden gets the ball out of the pack. Shuey heading in. Watch his style. Shuey unloads one towards goal. 4 goals up for the Eagles.
Shuey just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow.
Vardy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Nice work from Duggan.
Duggan takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Shuey kicks it. He takes the contested mark. Sheed slams the ball to his boot. Newman marks it.
Looks like he panicked there. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Gets boot to leather. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kicks. Great mark.
Sheed with the kick. Cripps with great hands.
Kicks it. A solid mark from LeClerc. A monster kick will be required from here. Thumps the pigskin. The contest, no match for him.
Grundy can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He boots it. Vardy with the mark. He's got a hold of that one. Mills just wanted it more then.
He kicks and clears the ball out of the 50. Wins the hard ball. Kennedy sends one up towards the wing. Sinclair with the mark. A lovely drop pass. Shuey with the mark. He gives it a punishing kick. A great effort. Sends the Sharon on its way. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Sinclair is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. The mark will be paid. Hanbury kicks for goal. The ball's travelling. Hanbury goes long and gets the goal.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Vardy with the tap. Hutchings with the mighty fist. He soccers it. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Cripps. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Has it now. Kennedy has the chance to add one more to his tally. The Eagles are liking this, a 4-goal lead. The siren sounds and that's the second quarter begins.
If you can believe it, the mind can achieve it.
Nat Nui with first hands to the ball. Dowling with a short hand pass. Nice drop pass. LeClerc takes the mark. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. LeClerc did well then. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. And there's the bounce. Claimed by Nat Nui. Dowling taps it. Sheen wastes no time and bangs it forward. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Redden gives the ball to the man on the run. Sends the ball to open space. Gathers the ball. Kennedy has seen plenty of the footy. Tapped by Nat Nui. Dowling controls it. Going for goal number 1. Grundy with the mark. Gets boot to leather. Cripps looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. He kicks it long. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 30 metres out. Dowling tries his luck with a shot at goal. West Coast have scored the last 3 goals. West Coast by 6 goals.
Darling has the ability, I think, to be a 20 to 30 a goal season player.
Jams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by Nat Nui.
The Eagles are having shots for goal on the run rather than looking to hit targets inside 50. And why shouldn't they when they have so many quality kicks in the tank? Shuey slams the ball to his boot. Kennedy slams the ball to his boot. Good mark.
Here's a mighty kick at the footy. Nice mark there. Kicks it. Shepherd has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Nice mark there. Clears now. Smith has it. Goes for distance. Boyd with the mark. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass.
Jack is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Naismith slams the ball to his boot. Franklin lining up with the goals. He gets boot to the ball. That's a nice, strong mark.
They need a goal to keep that door ajar. The Rass with the tap, lobs the handball. Big man does nicely. Is in his possession. He gets the hand pass. The loose ball picked up. Hanbury tries his luck along the ground. He collects the loose ball. Intercept by Franklin. Gets a handball away. And has gone missing, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's gone missing lately.
McGovern bunts. They desperately need this goal to stem the flow. Gets boot to Leather. Schofield with the mighty fist. I think he just wants attention. He receives the handball. Reed holding the ball as he's collected by Barras. Keeps it close to the ground. McGovern got under it.
McGovern got a really good footballing brain. Shuey with a strong mark. Puts boot to ball. A good contested mark there. Sending it on its way. He gets it under pressure. Jones kicks the ball. Kept his composure then.
Jams it on the boot now. Nice contested mark by Jack. Looks like he panicked there. Parker gets the upper hand. Works it across the ground. Taken by Canterbury. 50 metres from home. This game is in danger of spiralling out of control. They must get a goal here. Schofield handball short. He just can't get out of the action. He brings it out of the pack. Wins the hard ball.
West Coast could bypassing their forward targets and having shots on the run with very few marks inside forward 50. Kennedy marks the ball. He boots it. He takes a strong mark. Naismith boots it. Hanbury takes the mark. He gets boot to the ball. He gets it under pressure.
Choose to kick it. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Gets boot to Leather. Marked by Rowan.
Sydney haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. He gets boot to the ball. Jack marks it. He gets boot to the ball. Has the mark all to himself.
And that ball is out of bounds. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Sinclair without a touch. The clearance by Nat Nui. And he's heading for home. Good tap from Papley. Duggan sends one up towards the wing. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. A mark by Redden. Jams it on the boot now. A solid mark from Jack.
Look, Sydney haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. That's a nice, strong mark. Shuey with the kick. It's a mark. Sending it on its way. He grabs it.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. A monster kick will be required from here. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. A solid mark from Chi. Jams it on the boot now. The Eagles are in the lead by 36 coming out for this second quarter.
It looks like Sydney could not.
Looks like the players are ready for this. Let's get started.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Shuey with the ball. Hits the running man. Lecrac bumps. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Kennedy thumps the ball for goal. The Eagles by 7 goals. All is in readiness. Here's the bounce. Nat Nui with a big fist on it. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Deft touch from Darling. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Rampy with the mighty fist. Shuey taps it. Vardy with the tap. Smith decisively. Penetrating hand pass. Smith throws the ball. Free kick. Works it across the ground. Nice contested mark by Nat Nui. Nat Nui takes aim for goals. The goal for the Eagles. Nat Nui with his first. And they stretch out their lead.
Nat Nui is pretty handy around goal. He just has that sixth sense of knowing where the goals are at all times.
Hits the running man. Cripps is starting to get a lot of the football. Darling tries his luck with a shot at goal. Lecrack going for number 3. West Coast by 9 goals. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Nat Nui with the first touch. Squeezes on a handball. Intercept by Shuey. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Marston kicks. Smith grabs that one.
Smith is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. He kicks the ball. Parker claims the ball.
Jams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. 45 metres out. Franklin to kick from almost directly in front of goal. Goal. Kicks the goal. That'll be a team lifter. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Good tap from Nat Nui. Was that a throw? I think it was. Naismith with a perfect drop punt. Heaney with the mark. Franklin runs past and gets the ball. Wow, some of his hits border on felonious assault. Redden goes to midfield. Nice mark there. Nat Nui feeds it wide. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Trims the grass with that one, and the mark will be paid. A chance to add one more to his tally. And the risk pays off. Goal. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Naismith. I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Kick by Jack. McKenzie looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. McVeigh takes it well. Heads up the corridor. A good mark under the circumstances. Boots it. Franklin takes the mark uncontested. A monster kick will be required from here. They need a goal to keep that door ajar. The huge kick makes it to the goals. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball.
The Swans are losing the battle at the stoppages. They need to get some more grunt in there, contest well and be super competitive. If they can't win the hit out, they need to force the secondary ball up if the ball doesn't fall into their hands. The Swans just can't find a free man inside 50 and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Franklin sinks the long kick.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Here's the bounce. Naismith nicely outclassing McKenzie. Exclamation point. How about that? Sheen kicks. Jeddick presents and takes the mark. Sends it on its way. Shuey takes an uncontested mark. Works it across the ground. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Rooted by Naismith. So well timed.
Sheed's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He gets his hands on the footy. Franklin marks the ball. Puts boot to ball. That's a nice strong mark.
35 metres out. Reed on a 45-degree angle. It's just a question of accuracy. The margin's closed a little, but they still have a long way to go. Good bounce. Punched by Sinclair. Tackled by McGovern. Jams it on the boot. Taken by McVeigh. Kicks it. A solid mark from Gadd. Spears a low ball. Grips the better man there.
The dominance we're seeing from West Coast at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. Jack kicks it. He gets it under pressure.
Bumps the pigskin. Great mark over the pack. 35 metres out. Haywood dead in front of goals. Goal for Haywood. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The ball bouncing well. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Jeddick with the running catch. Jack will take the free after the ball was thrown. Jack one out in the square. Strong mark. He gets a kick out of the pack. A mark by Papley.
Papley may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Franklin takes a shot. Goal for Sydney.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. McKenzie with a big fist on it. Dowling gets it on the bounce. He grabs it on the run. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Cripps saying a little prayer. Did you like that term, Richo?
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
The scores were very high, and the last quarter of this match is underway.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Rampy goes back to collect the ball, a free kick, and several tick. A mark by that Nui. Gets good to high. Hands like dinner plates. That drop punt works well for Darling. Smith takes it out on the full. Jetta keeps that one low. Nice contested mark by Jones.
Sydney just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Good mark. He slams that on the boot. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Jetta with handball, sending it on its way. It's a mark.
Lobs the pass. Deft touch from Redden. He's got the footy in his hands. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. 50 metres from home. Jams it on the boot now. Good mark by Rampy.
Rampy's just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel. Lloyd misses the ball. Maston intercepts the bouncing ball. Redden has the ball. The ball's up. Got the distance and the accuracy.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Nat Nui has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. He hand passes it, gets a handball to the running man. Jetta looks hurt. Jetta will see no further action after that injury. Naismith with the kick. The loose ball is collected. Hand passes to the running man.
Kicked by Naismith. Nice contested mark by Franklin. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. An ideal position to be kicking from. He's put his all into that, but it won't give him the 6 points. That score is not going to help them very much. I would have expected him to nail that.
Schofield may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Hayward with the shot.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Nat Nui outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Rampy controls. Gets a handball away. He hand passes the ball. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Vardy with the ball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
He has been outstanding all match then. Vardy can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
Here's the bounce. One down by that Nui. He gets his hands on the footy. Handballs. Rampy calls for it back. Great grab. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Franklin might struggle for this distance, kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. 50 metres from home. Papley takes a shot. Duggan with the tap. McGovern taps it. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He gains possession. The ball in the hands of Reed. Hanbury soccers it. He soccers it. Was that a throw? I think it was. Franklin winds it up. You'd back him from this position. He's looking to add another. It's in the air. The Swans are really under the gun here.
Franklin has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
Yeah, with no time to delay with that kick. Looks like he panicked there. Sends it on its way. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Gets the loose ball. Guided down nicely by Cripps. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Grundy waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play.
The Swans haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. That's a nice, strong mark.
Jams it on the boot now. Rampy claims the ball.
Rampy has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle. Parker gives the ball to the running man. He kicks the ball, lining it up with the goal now.
Reed aiming for the goals. Going for goal number 1. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Tap to advantage. Controlled by McGovern. He gets the hand pass. Marks. Deft slams it on the boot. A mark by Canterbury.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. If the Swans forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50, they just need to be given a shot. It gets the upper hand.
Booted by Shuey. Kennedy with the mark. Slams it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. Deft slams it on the boot. Off hands. Has it now. He shows the quick hands. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Trips the better man there. Boots it. Lecrac, the better man there. 45 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Goal to West Coast. West Coast up by 4 goals. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. McKenzie without a touch. The clearance by Sinclair. The ball in the hands of Shuey has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. They say hard work never killed anybody, but clearly Sydney are not willing to take that chance. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between West Coast and the Swans?
Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there.
Cheers, Richo.